As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Here's the rookie from Alabama, Will Reichard, ready to get us started. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his first look is incomplete.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second and 10. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The Vikings at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Sherman. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your own line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now McCarthy. The quick slant caught. And the Vikings are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up second.
To the air with McCarthy. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jordan Addison. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes flushed out right. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Xavier Worthy, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
And they're on the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On first down, Sherman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the Chiefs' 48-yard line.
Seven, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On play action, now McCarthy. To the sideline and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here is 3rd and 5. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. They'll run on first down. It's Sherman. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He finds his man, complete. That's Sherman. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Henry up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second and 7.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Running from the gun with Henry. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On play action, McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Addison. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
At the 44-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. McCarthy looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now...
And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Brevin Jordan, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, we always talk about how important third down is, but I think first down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To the air again, McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now McCarthy. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To the air with McCarthy.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now here's Mahomes. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
This will go to Henry out wide. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
They run the counter. Sherman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. McCarthy off the play fake. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. On play action, now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 9-yard touchdown ground.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to Henry.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Next to score, Vikings 31, Chiefs 25.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Sherman. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow. What a way to finish this one off.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Vikings, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.